हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna. Uh, Today, on popular demand, we are having this question answer session. Yeah, Prabhu, you can give the intro.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। So Hare Krishna folks, uh, everyone. So today we are trying to make some question and answer basis Instagram live. So here is our, you can see on the top of me. I think whether you see on top of me, I don't know. So he is His Grace Gauranga Sundar Prabhu, who is ISKCON director and ISKCON inclusive director and communication social media manager. So we are planning to do Q&A. So whatever the common questions you have regarding spirituality, or if you have any questions or any queries in your material life, you are facing any problems, or how to solve it through Bhagavad Gita, or any queries while you are reading Bhagavad Gita, if you have gone through and still having any doubts, you can just put up some questions. So we will try to solve your queries. So any questions you have, you can just keep in the comments. So we'll try to answer that. So okay. So this is a question Q&A session. So any queries you have, you can keep
You can
posting in
ask
the
anything
comments.
spirituality. You can ask Bhagavad Gita, any question,
Yes,
queries.
anything you want, you can ask. So His Grace Gaurang Sundar Prabhu is ready. So let's.
You can take some questions,
Uh,
Prabhu, like which is the question. Like I'm not able to
I'm
see
not
the
able.
question.
Yeah, even I'm not able to see the screen. Clarity is not so clear. Okay, wait. How to meditate for a long time? Shivam Jyoti.
How to meditate for a long time? We have to practice, and you know more and more we practice and more we can meditate. But in this age, the best meditation is to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So the topmost meditation recommended for this age is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So when you chant, you have to hear the holy name, each and every word. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So then that way you will be able to meditate. When your chanting become more and more purified, then you will be able to meditate on the holy name. And then as you meditate more and more, as you chant more and more, you get more and more purified. Your meditation will improve, and then very soon Radha Krishna's Roop, Gun, Leela, and everything will be revealed to you. Hare Krishna.
So here is another question by Chetan.
Yes,
What is the
Hindi also you can
proper?
ask. Hindi also you can ask.
Yeah, sure. So here is another question by Chetan. What is the proper way to read Bhagavad Gita as a beginner?
The best way to read Bhagavad Gita is like introduction. Srila Prabhupada says that at least theoretically we have to accept Krishna as God. From that platform we have to start Bhagavad Gita, and we have to approach Bhagavad Gita in a very humble and in a devotee kind of a mood, because Krishna says, I'm telling you this knowledge, Arjun, because you are my very dear friend and my devotee. So these two qualities are required, friend and devotee. So you have to be a devotee of Krishna to understand Bhagavad Gita, because this Bhagavad Gita is, Raja Vidya, topmost knowledge, and Raja Goyam. This is very confidential. So only person who is a devotee of Krishna can, dive into the mysteries of Bhagavad Gita and can understand it. And yes, we have to approach Bhagavad Gita through very in a humble way, and through from devotee. If we approach, we follow a devotee and we ask him questions, and we try to understand Bhagavad Gita in the association of devotees, then it will be very, very easy for us to understand Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna.
So here is another question by Kundan Pandey. What to do when we cannot avoid eating onion and garlic?
Chant Hare Krishna more and more, so you'll get purified more, and then gradually, the Paramatma, Krishna is there as Paramatma in our heart, so he will inspire you, he will inspire the situation around you, so that you can give up onion and garlic. When you start chanting this, it's a byproduct. Giving up onion and garlic is just a byproduct. You don't have to do many more extra endeavor to give it up. Just chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, start chanting 2 rounds, 4 rounds, slowly, gradually. If you increase, then you'll be able to chant, as you chant more and more. So automatically all the bad qualities, bad habits, onion, garlic, and whatever other bad habits will automatically go away. It's like higher taste, if you get a higher taste, lower taste will automatically go away. I think the question button, there you can see the questions. I feel.
Where? No, I'm just picking up the questions from the comments.
From the question mark also, see, you can pick up the question from the question mark. There are a lot of questions there. You can see the question mark next to the comment, and then the question mark is there.
Okay, they're putting, yeah. I'm taking like that only. So, yeah, from the comments, I'm taking up. So here is one more question by Suyash Dwivedi. So what is the best way to know Vedic cosmology?
Srimad Bhagavatam, you have to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, from a devotee who has really understood the Vedic cosmology. Vedic cosmology is very difficult subject matter. It's multi-dimensional, many dimensions involved. It's not just one dimensional. So you have to understand it from that point of view. It's not from a material point of view. You can't understand Vedic cosmology. You have to understand Vedic cosmology from a very multi-dimensional spiritual point of view, because there are layers in layers in layers in layers. So that way you have to understand Vedic cosmology. And Srila Prabhupada in Bhagavatam has really explained very well. And then there are very few devotees are there who are Sadbhuta Prabhu, he has explained very nicely Vedic cosmology. So you can read about his work. Yeah, bro.
So here is another question by Surya _0804. So his question is related to chanting. Prabhuji, while chanting, sometimes mind is distracting. So he's asking how we can be focused. How can we focus about chanting?
Arjun also asked the same thing. It's very difficult to control the mind. So Krishna answers, by practice and detachment. So practice what? Practice the sadhana bhakti, shravanam, kirtanam, smaranam, padasevanam, archanam, mandaram, dasyam, atma nivedanam. So we have to practice this, chanting in the association of devotees, in sadhu sangha, we have to chant in that association, shravan, kirtan, then smaranam, then you will have the smaranam, then worshipping Krishna, offering our obeisance to Krishna, becoming a friend of Krishna, becoming a servant of Krishna. Like this, when we do sadhana bhakti, the practice and detachment, we have to reject everything that is unfavorable for Krishna service and accept everything that is favorable. So when we do that, we reject the unfavorable things and we engage ourselves in sadhana bhakti of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, following the 4 regulative principles. Like, detachment means no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. So all those things, when we detach ourselves from that and when we chant positively Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then in the association of devotees, then anartha nivritti will happen automatically. Shraddha, bhajan kriya, sadhu sang, then bhajan kriya, then anartha nivritti happens. So in the association of sadhu, when we chant, all the dirty things that are there in the heart, lust, anger, greed, envy, disturbance, all those things will go away. Automatically will go away, because we'll get a higher taste. We'll get the taste of Sachidananda, Vigraha, Krishna's bliss. That taste we'll get. So automatically our mind will be captivated by that taste. It will be engrossed in that taste. We will develop ruchi for the holy name, and then the asakti will come. So automatically we won't be able to divert our mind to any other place. Right now mind is diverted to so many places because we are only feeding the mind material thing. Mind is thinking, feeling and willing. So if we give the mind, thoughts, thinking only about material thing, the mind will, feel about the material thing, and then it will want the material things, But if we give the mind Krishna Katha, philosophy, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then the mind will think about that, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Krishna Leela, Krishna Katha. Then it will feel about Krishna Katha, Krishna, so beautifully Krishna is doing his pastime with Subal, Sudama, Balram, they are so nicely, or with Arjun, Krishna is on the chariot. So like that, we'll feel, and then we want to be with Krishna. We want to be with Krishna and Golok Vrindavan. So then we'll act, we'll become more sincere, more serious, more start chanting more. So then the mind will not get distracted anywhere. It will only be focused on the chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
So here is another question by Golgappa. So what is karma? I want to focus on my career, but my parents want me to get married. Both are conflicting in nature. What to follow?
So you don't have to leave anything to become a devotee. You can be, you can do what you want. You can be in your job, whatever, but you have to include Krishna in your life. It's like make Krishna the center of your activities, and you can go on doing everything. So all your karma, whichever you do, will become karma yoga. It will become like you get attached to Krishna. So whatever you're doing, add karmas, because you're doing Krishna bhakti. So all that will be nullified. So karmas means that activity which gives us bad or good karmas, bad or good reaction. And karma yoga is activity in Krishna consciousness. So when we include Krishna, then our whatever karmas we do, that becomes bhakti. It's like yoga means we, us and Krishna, link with between us and Krishna. So karma yoga means that activity which links us to Krishna. So whatever you are doing, just get Krishna in the center, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, read Prabhupada books, do some seva, like that, engage, make your house Vaikuntha, getting Krishna in the house and making it Vaikuntha. So that way you will be able to engage in Krishna service even while you are, what you are doing, your job, your business, whatever. So you don't have to do a special endeavor for that. You don't have to leave everything and come out, you can be at your place. Your parents will also be happy. You can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, make your parents also chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, offer food to Krishna, have food to Krishna. This way your house will become Vaikuntha. Hare Krishna.
So here is another question by Deepthi CH96. Is Sri Radha is the incarnation of Devi Lakshmi and Rukmini, Satyabhama and Jambavati, or the roots of Radharani? So she's asking, is it Radharani's
Radharani is the topmost.
incarnation?
Radha Krishna the topmost. From Radharani expands, like Dwarka, Rukmani and all. From her expands Lakshmi's. This is way. And Krishna is also Krishna to Bhagwan same. So from Krishna expands Balram, from Balram expands Sankarshan, Vasudev, Anirudh, Pradyumna. From them expand Narayana. Then again from Narayana, Sankarshan, Vasudev, Anirudh, Pradyumna. Then from Sankarshan expands Mahavishnu. And like that, three Mahavishnus are there. This is how they expand, So similarly, from Radharani is the original personality, goddess. So from her expands the Vaikuntha, like Rukmani and all the other wives of Krishna, like Lakshmis, you can say, and from them expand the Lakshmi. So this way, this is how the expansion takes place. So Radharani is the original, and here Krishna is the original. That's why in Shastra, Bhagavatam it says Krishna is to Bhagwan Swayam. Krishna is Bhagwan Swayam, and Krishna declares in Bhagavad Gita, there is no truth. Mata Pratam Nanya. There is no truth above me. There is no truth above me. And then in Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma says, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachid Ananda Vigraha. So Krishna is the supreme. Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all causes. He has no other Adi. From him all the incarnation expansion comes. Similarly, from Radharani, all the Shakti, Avatar, Shakti expansion comes. And Rukmani, then Lakshmi, from Lakshmi, then, Yog Maya, and then Mahamaya, from Yog Maya, Mahamaya. So all that, this is how they expand. Hare Krishna.
So here is another question by Renu_EL_11. So I am not well, and doctor has humbly requested to eat non-veg. What should I do? Please tell me.
Well, there are many remedies you can consult an Ayurvedic doctor. There are many good Ayurvedic doctors. You can consult them. And certainly there will be some herbs, something. Ayurveda Shala in Kerala, they're very good Ayurvedic. So you can consult them. Even in Madhya Pradesh, there is a good Ayurvedic center. So you can consult these Ayurvedic centers, and certainly they will be having some remedy, which will, you don't have to eat non-veg. So definitely they will be there. So please consult them.
So here another question by I am Shreyoshidas. How can one become part of ISKCON? So this is a quite common question we keep getting.
Yes. You start by chanting and reading Srila Prabhupada books. So ISKCON is not like a just a four wall. It is consciousness, Krishna consciousness. So you have to become Krishna conscious. So when you start chanting, reading Srila Prabhupada's books, understanding the Shastra like that. Last time I gave, on another place I gave this, very beautiful story. Once, some devotees were going in a Harinam party, book distribution party in the African jungles. So in the African jungles, somehow they stopped in mid, to get some food, something to eat. So as they were going inside the jungle to collect some foods, far away they saw a hut. So they saw, this is Africa, okay, this is Africa I'm talking. So far away they saw a hut. So they thought that, okay, let's go to that hut, we may find something to eat there. So as they went there, they knocked. As they knocked, so the person who was opening the door, he said, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. So like they were surprised, and then they saw this person with tilak, and like kurta and dhoti, African person, in the middle of the jungle. He's an African person. And then when the African person saw the devotees, he paid obeisances. So they also paid obeisances. Then they hugged each other. Then they inquired, what are you doing here? How you came here? So inquiry was going on. So he said that, how I got Srila Prabhupada's books, and I started reading Srila Prabhupada's books. And, from that book, I started following, Prabhupada told that to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, to worship Krishna. And, he convinced me totally. And somehow I, went to the city and I got more books and I started chanting and everything and following the four regular principles. And I got these pictures of Radha Krishna, and whatever I eat, I offer to them. And I take them, like that I'm doing that for last 10, 15 years, like this. So they were like, wow, this person, he has no association. He's not been to, ISKCON temple, like, in the, what do you say, in the organization of ISKCON, but still he's chanting, he's doing with bhakti, everything perfectly by reading Prabhupada books. So this is Prabhupada, said, that it's Krishna consciousness, means it's a consciousness, So as you develop your consciousness, you are the ISKCON. You are chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. You are following the four regulative principles. You are, doing some seva, book distribution, Srila Prabhupada books, doing some seva, prasadam distribution. Like that, you're preaching to others about Krishna. Like this, you are in ISKCON. Hare Krishna.
So, Harish Sharma, Harish_Sharma 1112. Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Can you please tell us why devotees are clean shaved?
I am not clean because I'm a grasta, so devotees are clean shaved, yeah. Because, Prabhupada said it's better to have a cool head, It's like, Vaishnava attire is there, they have Shikha. So said, but Shikha people keep because Shikha is an ornament of a Vaishnava. And when the Vaishnava leaves his body, the Vishnu Dutas pull the Vaishnava to Vaikuntha holding the Shikhas. So this is why we keep Shikha and we don't keep hair, because, it's like a hair is called Maya, Maya, attractive, That's why devotees give up the hair, they don't like to show off fashion and everything. They have to be clean, simple living, high thinking. That is it's devotee attire, basically.
Yeah, just like military people, if they are in military, they have their own attire.
This is devotee attire.
So here is another question by Kunal, _MHESKA. Okay, he's asking how to join Bhagavad course. So I think we already have Bhagavad Gita.
We have Bhagavad Gita course going on Leher app every Saturday, 5:30 to 7. We have this course. You can, I think even yesterday we have put the poster. So you can see the poster, you can email us. So we'll send you the link, you can join that. Bhagavad Gita course is going on. So everyone who is listening, they can join the Bhagavad Gita course. It's on Leher app. Very nice course is going on. Every evening 1 hour. Every Saturday 1 hour. 6 to 7 we have this course. So please join it.
So Chaganti Aditya Rahul is asking, tell only Krishna is Paramatma and only Krishna is Supreme. Is how far it's correct?
Yeah, Krishna says, Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita, there is no truth superior to me. Sarvasya Prabhavo. I am I am controlling everything. Maya Dakshina Prakriti. This Prakriti is working under me. And Brahmaji says, Ishvara Parama Krishna. Krishna is the supreme. There can be many Ishvara, Ram, Vishnu, all Ishvara, but Ishvara Parama Krishna. And then Bhagavatam Vedvyas says, Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. So Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, Matta Paratam Nanyat. There is no truth superior to me. Krishna boldly declares, that I am the topmost. There is no truth superior to me. So he is the supreme personality of Godhead. He is the original personality of Godhead, and everything else expands from Krishna. This is the wording of the Shastra.
Okay, here is a question by Cookie. So she's asking, what does it mean by 16 mala every day?
16 mala means one mala is 108 beats. One mala, 108 beats. So like that we chant 16 rounds every day. It takes around 2 hours. One mala takes 7 minutes. So like that, 16 malas are there. So we chant that every day, 16 rounds.
Janvi is asking how to do bhakti if none of your family member is devotee and you are also really small age with no guidance plus restricted to do bhakti. Luckily, I realized the truth, but how to follow it?
For bhakti, you don't need anything external. Like bhakti is, the laboratory of bhakti yoga is the heart. Your laboratory is the heart. So you have to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. If you can't chant loudly, just chant little bit so that you can hear, and everything will happen, automatically. And there are books online, you can read. If you have little access, you can read online Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. You can, you're attending these sessions, you can attend such sessions, associate with devotees, and chant. Because the laboratory of our laboratory is the heart. So the heart purification has to happen, and then you'll realize Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashito. So all the knowledge will be revealed in your heart. So just chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which you can chant in your mind. If you can't chant loudly, if there's some restrictions, you can hide and chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Many devotees, they when they're sleeping, they close the room and they chant that time, or they chant in the heart, who have restrictions. So this way you can do. Hare Krishna.
Lavu Gowda is asking, Hare Krishna sir, how many times in a day should we chant Hare Krishna mantra?
You can chant as many times as possible. 16 is the minimum. 16 rounds is the minimum. Maximum, if you have time, you can chant 32, 64, whatever round. But minimum is 16. Not less than 16, but maximum anything you can chant. Yeah.
Ansh 150892 is asking, what we call the tilak that you put on your head, on your forehead?
This is Gopi Chandan Tilak. This is, lotus feet of Vishnu, and this is Tulsi. This represents Tulsi, and this is represents lotus feet of Vishnu. So this is how, and here is Tulsi. This is Gopi Chandan.
Hunandan is asking, what is the real meaning of spirituality?
Spirituality means Krishna consciousness. Means, Krishna says, Savai Puncha Paro Dharma Yato Bhakti Adokshaja. The Paro Dharma of every living entity is Bhakti to Krishna. So, Bhakti Yoga, any activity that we do to serve Krishna and devotion to Krishna, that is spirituality. Spiritual means the activity of the soul. Soul is spiritual, Satchid Ananda. So the activity of the soul, that the soul performs the activity, that is spirituality, So what is the soul? Satchid Ananda. Krishna is also Satchid Ananda. So we are part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna says, Aham Bij Pradapita. I am the seed giving father. So you are part and parcel of Krishna. So now you have to get attached to Krishna. Right now in this material world, you are detached from Krishna. You have forgotten your relationship with Krishna. So the activity which, makes you again revive your lost relationship with Krishna, that is spirituality. So Hare Krishna Maha Mantra chanting is spirituality. Because by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we revive our lost relationship with Krishna. We can reunite with Krishna again. When we become purified, we can re-establish our relationship with Krishna. So this is spirituality.
So here
Krishna,
is
Krishna says, in the last chapter 16, Man Manava Mavattu, always think of me, become my devotee, offer your homage unto me, chant my name, worship me. So these all are spiritual activities of the soul. There are activities of the body, material activities. Then the activities of the soul. So the activity of the soul is Krishna consciousness, bhakti to Krishna, sarva dharman parityaje mam ekam sharanam vraja, Krishna says. Give up all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. Sarva dharman parityaje, give up all varieties of religion, dharma, all dharma, and just surrender unto me. Mam ekam sharanam raja, aham tvam sarva papebhyo. I will relieve you of all pap. Mokshasmi ma sucha, and I will give you moksha. So moksha is, so we'll give moksha. This is spirituality, to give up everything and just surrender to Krishna. And in Kali Yuga, that is only possible by Harinam, Harinam, Harinam eva kevalam, kalau naste gati ranyata. Means by chanting the Harinam, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you can easily surrender to Krishna and be on the platform of pure goodness, and get liberated from the cycle of birth and death, and in the end get prema bhakti or love of Godhead, where you can serve Krishna in Vaikuntha, Golok, Vrindavan, spiritual planet, spiritual world. Yeah, next if you can take.
Hrithik Sheni is asking, I am atheist, how to believe in God?
Well, atheist or whatever, you can try, there's like in science, there's a assumption, there's a procedure, and then there's a, we get the result. So you can assume that, okay, Krishna is God. Just assume it, and follow the procedure. If you get the result, you accept it. Because this is a science. Bhakti yoga is not sentiment, it's the science of the soul. So like, if you said, if you 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, that's science, right? So whatever process we mentioned in the Bhakti yoga, like Shravan, Kirtan, Smaran, Pasevan, you do all those things. And it is said, if you do all those things, then surely you 100% you realize Krishna. That Krishna is God, you realize who you are, you're part and parcel of Krishna, your spirit, soul, everything you realize when you follow the process. Until you follow the process, you can't say. Like, if you say H2O is water, okay? So H2 and O, you want to mix it, you won't never mix it. Oh, I don't want to mix it. You'll never get water. So something you have to assume, okay, H2O, you have to mix it, then you'll get water. So we have to assume something that, okay, this is H2O, this is H2 and this is O. Assumption, otherwise we'll say, okay, क्या proof है कि ये H2 ही है, ये O ही है. And when we follow the procedure, then we get the result. You get the result, then you accept it. If you don't get, then reject it. It's our, we challenge, it's a challenge of ISKCON, that if you follow the process of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, following the 4 regulative principles, reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, associating with devotees, and eating prasadam, 100% guaranteed you realize God. And you realize who you are, and your relationship with God. 100% guaranteed. So if a person wants to take the challenge of this, you take the challenge, accept it, follow it for 6 months, not much, you can follow, and then you can see the result for yourself, and you'll change, your thinking will change after that. This is what I'll tell you.
Here is another question by Right is, if every living being is part and parcel of the Lord, then why intercaste marriage is considered to be a bad thing?
Intercaste marriage means now, first to Krishna also married so many, right? Intercaste, it's like, Varna, one ashram, they follow the Varna system, they follow it. Kshatriya married, Brahmana married, that is followed because that is a material system, it's not a spiritual system. On the spiritual platform, we are all soul, we are all part and parcel of it. But to, what do you say, the Srishti to go on, there has to be a system, required. So that system is there for the material progress. That system is required for the material progress. But for the spiritual progress, on the spiritual platform, everyone is equal, everyone is soul, everyone is part and parcel of Krishna. On the material platform, we differentiate. That's why they are something, like, a person with, a person who is smoking 25 cigarettes, okay? So you can't tell that person to give up all the 25 cigarettes in one day. You have to take that person to 20 cigarettes, 15 cigarettes, like that, Gradually you have to take that. So there are different consciousness of people are there in the material world. Everyone at once cannot come to the spiritual platform. So gradually how they can be elevated to spiritual platform, that's why there's a whole Varna and ashram system is there to gradually take dharma, artha, kama, and then moksha. Perform the dharma, whatever activity you perform, karma you perform, with dharma in the center, Then with that dharma, artha, you get some artha, you get some, prosperity. With that you do some calm, you do some enjoyment, and then because dharma is the center, the dharma will lead you to the moksha, that is the goal of life, the moksha, This is how the whole Varna system is set up, Gradually you are taken to the moksha platform, moksha platform. So that's why, but on the spiritual platform, if you are ready to come on the spiritual platform, on that platform, everyone is same. Everyone is Sachidananda, part and parcel of Krishna. On that platform, you have to perform spiritual activity, bhakti yoga, to re-establish your relationship with Krishna. Yeah, next we can take.
So Bhavika Soni is asking, while chanting, I cry a lot. I have no reason. I ask myself, what can be reasonable answer? But everything is going good in life. Why is this happening?
By chanting you cry means crying. This crying is happiness crying or like sadness? Like because see, when we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, it is good to it is like a cry of a baby for the mother. The Hare Krishna Maha chant is a cry. It's like a cry of a baby for a mother. We are crying for Krishna. Oh Krishna, please engage me. Oh energy of Lord, please engage me in your service. So this is a cry. We have to cry to Krishna to engage us in his service. So when we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in that mood, humility and feelings and everything, then the progress is very fast. Just 1 minute. I'll just come back. 1 minute. I'll just come back.
Yes. Yes, bro. So Abhishek Green 19.
Yeah.
Is asking Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So how to find a guru in our life? How to find a guru in our life to whom we can understand real meaning of our life?
You are reading Srila Prabhupada books. So Prabhupada is the first, preeminent Siksha Guru of everyone in ISKCON. So, by Srila Prabhupada told that if you don't understand, if you read my books again and again, my books will reveal everything. So first, take the first step, read Srila Prabhupada books, chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and the knowledge will be revealed to you, everything. Yeah.
Yes. If we do mala, this is a question by this is Rohit Panja.
Yeah.
So if we do mala without any diksha or any associate with guru, we get it punya or benefits.
Hare Krishna mantra is not there is a shloka in Chaitanya Charitamrita which says Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is not dependent on any diksha or any ritualistic activity. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra itself powerful to take you back to Godhead. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra has all the spiritual potency of Krishna in it, and it can, if you chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, it's enough. It's to take you back to Godhead. That is the worded of the Shastra.
Okay. Yeah, so she replied.
So Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra actually is not dependent on any external activities, diksha or knowledge, or seva. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is itself incomplete. It's a complete because they're non-different. Krishna is complete whole. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is complete whole. It has everything in it, So if you chant with sincerity, with purity, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra will take you back to Godhead.
So Bhavik Soni has replied, for her it is a happy tears, and even if she reads Ramcharitra or Krishna Lila, tears just roll out.
Yeah, good. So that's a good feeling, So, Krishna is trying to attract you, Ram is trying to attract you, Lord Ram. So it's good, you read more about them, you chant, more, so you get attracted to them very easily. Your feelings are already there in your heart. So very good, So we also pray that we can, have such feelings, where when we read about Krishna or Ram, we get tears, So, but our hearts are so, like stone that we don't get that feeling. You are lucky.
So Riya Gupta is asking, parents against bhakti, what can I do?
Parents will always be against, every youngster's parents are against, but you have to, like Prahlad Maharaj, his father was not only against, he wanted to kill, him. But somehow his surrender was so strong that he could overcome every obstacle. So Krishna sees our surrender, Krishna sees, what obstacles we can overcome. So if we can overcome all the obstacles, then very nice, we can, we have to pray to Krishna. Oh Krishna, please, help me. I have such unfavorable conditions, please show some path, and try to get association somehow or the other, read and chant in your mind if you can't chant openly. And Krishna will, make, after sometimes seeing your sincere endeavor, he'll make the things favorable for you. Surely he'll make it.
Another interesting question. Garav D1297 is asking, I want to read all the scriptures like Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, but I'm not able to understand any of the scriptures written by Srila Prabhupada. I really want a guru.
So you first, if you chant and read, you chant nicely Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and then try to read it, read the approach this way, because once you start reading, you may not understand. But when you chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in a mood of a devotee, then definitely you'll understand it.
And I think he can also start reading small books so that it will become easy for him to
Yeah,
understand big scriptures.
yeah,
Like maybe he can start reading Beyond Birth and Death, Science of Self-Realization, those books, then slowly can go. This is how even I felt initially.
yeah.
So here is another question by Naman underscore Garg 70. How can we trust people you are bad to us for our soul?
I mean, the question is not clear, so
Yeah, it's
how
not so clear.
you can take.
How can we trust people are bad to us for our soul?
Okay, and there are some questions here also. I'll just take this, What is dharma?
Yes.
Okay, so what is dharma? Dharma means that activity, you know, which establishes ourselves in our original constitutional position. That is dharma. The activity because of, due to which we are established in our original position. Sanatan dharma we say, that it's eternal activity of the soul. That is dharma. Savai puncha paro dharma yato bhakti adok saje. So the dharma of all living entity is service, is love and bhakti towards Krishna. That is the dharma of every living entity. This is dharma the path which takes us close to Krishna, which makes us surrender to Krishna. That is the dharma for every living entity.
Whenever I chant, there is so many things coming in my mind. It is very difficult for me. Even I want to chant sincerely, but I can't. So it's not able to focus while chanting. Kamini it is her question. Kamini Sinha.
Practice makes man perfect. So just practice by chanting and hearing, chanting, hearing, chanting, hearing, and surely you'll be able to focus on the Maha Mantra better. Your mind will be more stable on the Maha Mantra, and also it depends on leading a very sattvic life. Our food stuff, whatever we eat, sattvic food stuff. Because if you eat more of passion food stuff, then the mind will be passionate. So that our lifestyle is also very much important. What we before chanting, what was our thought process? You can read Krishna book before chanting, and then chant. So the chanting, the mind will be absorbed in Krishna katha, that way. So you have to find your ways, how your mind doesn't get distracted to other activities. Like, most of the devotees, they read Krishna book or some Krishna Leela, some philosophy, and then they chant. Or they chant, and, with Prabhupada, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra going on. Or they chant, hearing very, deeply their voice, So this way, different devotees, have to evolve different ways, so their mind doesn't go away. So it's up to us, which way is good for us. You can have a Krishna picture in front of you, and looking at that Krishna picture, you can chant. That way meditation you can do this way. Yeah.
So I Mayank Sharma 9644 is asking, when will the Bhagavad Gita classes begin?
Bhagavad Gita class already has started. We are on chapter first, around 25th sloka. I don't know which sloka is going on right now. It's every Saturday, 6 to 5:30. We open the room to 5:30 to 7 o'clock. We have these classes going on Leher app. So you can DM ISKCON Inc. right now. If you want to know more about the class, you can DM us. We'll send you the link, the invitation link, so you can join it, through the link.
Yeah, you can just join the Leher app and then just stay tuned for Saturday, 5:30. So we have a session there.
Yeah.
So why do Trishila Singharai is asking, why does Krishna discuss so many different ways of fulfilling one's duty, dharma?
Krishna is taking Arjun step by step towards Bhakti Yoga. From Karma Yoga, Gyan, Dhyan, and Bhakti Yoga. gradually he's taking Arjuna to the topmost. So all the yogas have, all the different type of yogas have to culminate into Bhakti Yoga. This is the essence of Bhagavad Gita, from step first standard, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth till 10th, and then Krishna is taking Arjuna like that. So in the end, Krishna says, Sarva dharman pratyaja mam ekam sharanam vraja. Give up all varieties of dharmas, whatever your, putra dharma, pitta dharma, father dharma, mother dharma, bhai dharma, sister dharma, whatever dharma you're following, whatever practices you are doing, just give up everything and just surrender unto me and do as I say. That is bhakti, total surrender to Krishna. So Krishna is taking Arjuna gradually to topmost. It's a ladder to topmost bhakti yoga.
Mayank Sharma is asking how to control anger.
You can control, when your heart is filled with bliss. Yesterday I was explaining, if it's happy, when you're chanting, you're happy 24 hours, then how will you get angry? We get angry because we are missing something, some peace, some love, some happiness we are missing. That's why we get angry on small things. But imagine if you are always blissful, always happy, always peaceful, always, we have loving attitude towards everyone because you are loving Krishna. So then you will have no place for anger. So this is how, higher taste. Today we are on a lower taste, so we have to go to the higher taste. So how we go to the higher taste? By chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we get higher taste. It's like, today you're working, you have a salary of 25,000. Suppose someone gives you 1 lakh rupees salary. So automatically the lower 25,000 salary you leave, it will go away. You won't miss that if you leave, because you're getting higher salary, higher taste. Similarly, if we get Krishna chanting, we start chanting, we get taste in the chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we try to develop relationship with Krishna, we try to do seva, different activities, we engage ourselves in different activities. So then automatically all the lower modes, anger, greed, and they will go automatically. We don't have to do endeavor, we have to strive for better, higher taste, higher activities. Then lower activity, lower taste will go away. If it doesn't go away, that means our endeavor for the higher is not perfect. We are not following the path very perfectly. So we have to, go back to the Shastra, to our, Shiksha Gurus, and, ask them, where I am lacking, what I am not doing perfectly. So then they can guide you more.
So Abhishek Rai 19 is asking Maya, how to get away from it? Is it more stronger from us?
Maya we can leave, but we don't want to leave Maya. That is the problem, Bhakti Siddhant, Srila Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj, he told us, a disciple asked him, I cannot leave Maya, how to leave Maya. So Bhakti Siddhant told, okay, come, let's tomorrow morning on a morning walk, I'll show you how to leave Maya. Okay, so they went on the morning walk next day, and there was a tree, so Bhakti Siddhant went to the tree and held the tree very tightly. And he started saying, oh, leave me, leave me, leave me, leave me, leave me. So the disciple said, Guru Maharaj, what has happened to you? You have to leave the tree. The tree will not leave you. You have to leave, so you'll be free from the tree. The tree is not catching you. You are catching hold of the tree, So the Guru Bhakti Siddhanta told, similarly, you are catching hold of Maya. The day you want to leave Maya, the Maya will leave you. You will have no problem. So you have to surrender to Krishna. You have to catch hold of Krishna. Right now we are catching hold of Maya. We have to leave that our hold, and we have to catch hold of Krishna. We have to catch hold of Krishna Katha, Krishna Naam, Krishna Roop, Krishna Leela, Krishna Seva, Krishna devotees. All those things we have to catch hold of them. Then automatically Maya will go away.
Surfi is asking, is this necessary to live this life?
Leave this life means, I understand. Everyone has to die, right? Everyone has to leave the life. So, how we live the life, that is important. Art of dying. Krishna teaches in Bhagavad Gita the art of dying. Krishna says, at the time of death, whatever you remember, you attain that. So, Krishna consciousness is a practice in which we do in our whole life, so that in the end we can remember Krishna and go back to Godhead. So this is how we have to prepare ourselves to leave the body in Krishna consciousness, so that when we leave the body, we go directly to Krishna Loka, where we can serve Krishna. Otherwise, if we don't live in that consciousness, then we'll get 84 lakh species of life. So due to our karma, whatever karma we are performing, we'll get any one of them, you know. Any species our karma will take us. Yeah, next we can take it.
Naman Garg is asking, what is the significance of Sudarshan Chakra?
It's a weapon, Krishna's weapon for protecting the devotees. You know, Krishna says, "No, I have come to protect my devotees." So the Sudarshan Chakra is the weapon, you know, which gives the devotee the confidence that Krishna is protecting us. It's a protecting the devotee, Sudarshan Chakra.
So the Himanshu
can take
is asking.
The philosophical questions.
Yeah.
Like this one, is Krishna greater than Mahavishnu? Yes, Krishna. Yeah. Krishna is the topmost personality of Godhead. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. Mahavishnu comes up, is an expansion from Krishna. You know, Krishna, then Balram, then Sankarshan, all, then Narayan, then Sankarshan, all, then Mahavishnu comes. So Krishna is the topmost supreme personality of Godhead. There is no difference between Vishnu and Krishna in a real sense, but technically, yeah, Krishna is like, there are many Mombattis, and one Mombatti is the first, and from that first you light the other Mombattis, but all the Mombattis are same. So once you keep all the Mombattis together, they'll appear same. But there is one first, and then there is one second, third, fourth, fifth. So Krishna is that first, personality of Godhead. From him expands everything else.
How can I get more books from ISKCON temple?
Yeah, surely you can order online. There are many books are there. Prabhupada has written so many books. Srimad Bhagavatam is there. Teaching of Lord Chaitanya is there. Sense of self-realization is there. Coming back is there. Life comes from life is there. Beyond birth and death is there. Laws of karma is there. On the way to Krishna. Teachings of Queen Kunti. Narad Bhakti Sutra. So many books. Brahma Samhita. So many books Prabhupada has given us, so many books are there. You can read Perfect Question, Perfect Answer. It's a very good book to start with, Then Krishna, the Supreme Person of Godhead, all the pastimes of Lord Krishna is described. That book is there. So there's so many books. Enlightenment. There's one book.
So Shraddha Bauer is asking, she's watching Krishna in dream. So what does it mean?
Good, Krishna is attracting you. So start chanting his names. Take the next step. First Krishna attracts through us, like this, by dreams or by some indication he gives, so to tell us that okay, now you can surrender to me. So next step is surrender. So how you surrender? By chanting his holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So you start chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Because Krishna wants you to chant his holy name. Krishna wants you to read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. So this is how you'll progress. Otherwise, dream, then afterwards, sometime you'll become busy, then those dreams will also go away. So these are indication by Krishna that, okay, now your time has come to start your bhakti life. So you can start your bhakti life.
So Diksha Paswan is asking, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, how to get rid of these material things and people, how to get rid of this material things and people and start focusing on Krishna. I have tried many times to concentrate, but our mind is not in our control and also distracted.
Good association of devotees, being in good association of devotees, try to hear Prabhupada's lectures every day. That is very potent. So the Prabhupada lectures are so potent. Try to hear them every day, one lecture at least every day. Read when you go to sleep, read Krishna book. In between, read some Bhagavad Gita or some book, chant your round nicely, associate with devotees. Like this, slowly, gradually, you won't want to be with, in other association. You'll give up the association, and then the taste has to develop, So to develop the taste, you have to chant with, emotions, feelings, and also be in association of devotees who have those tastes. So associate with senior devotees who can guide you. There are many Matajis, they can guide you.
Mayank Sharma is asking, where does a soul stay in the body?
In the region of the heart, it is said, in the region of the heart. In the region, not in the heart, in the region of the heart. It is said. The soul station in the region of the heart.
So, Mayank Sharma is asking, can you tell me something about the teachings of Queen Kunti?
It's a nice,
Why I should read?
very philosophical book,
Oh,
It's a philosophical, it is teaching you how to surrender to Krishna. Very nice teachings of Queen Kunti, where she's praying to Krishna that, Krishna, it is better, you give us more and more problems. So when the problem come, we remember you, and we feel, are able to surrender to you more. So she's pleading to Krishna that Krishna give us more problems. Normally what we say, oh please don't give us problems, give us happiness. But she says, when we are happy, we forget you. So please Krishna, give us more and more, trouble, more and more problems, so that you are our only shelter. So we remember you more and more. So very nice teachings, how to surrender to Krishna. Beautifully she is explained in that book. So you should read that book.
so Aksh RS is asking how to develop love for God.
Love for God will come. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhya Kabonoy. Shamanadi Sudachite Karauday. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem. Krishna Prem is Nitya Siddha in our heart. It's there in our heart. It is not to be gained from any other source, outside source. It doesn't come from outside source. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem. Sadhya Kabonoy means not from outside. It's there in the heart. Shamanadi Sudachite. Shaman. Chanting Hare Krishna. Adi Sudachite Karo Shuddha Chitte. When after you chant, Siddha, the Chitte, the heart becomes Shuddha, Shuddha Chitte. And Krishna Uday, it becomes Krishna Prem gets Uday. It's get, Uday, what you say, Uday, it rises, the Krishna Prem rises. So Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhya Kabonoy, Shaman Adi Sudhaja Kara Uday. So it rises as you chant more and more. Chant more and more Hare Krishna Mahamantra, purify yourself more. Then, in Shraddha, you start in association of sadhu, you do bhajan kriya, then anartha nivritti will happen, then nishtha will come, strong faith, then, ruchi in Krishna name, then asakti, attachment to Krishna, then bhava will come, emotions. In the stage of bhava, you will realize everything, many revelations will come in the stage of bhava, emotions, and then prema. So this is how the stages develop. When you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, these are the stages you will go through and finally reach, Krishna Prem. So not from the outside, you do, it is not, someone will give you Krishna Prem. It is already there, we have forgotten it. Now we have to revive that Krishna Prem by chanting and, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, hearing, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, or reading Prabhupada book, reading his lectures, everything, that it will, that Divya Gyan, the love of Godhead will revive, rise in our heart. Like the sun rises in the morning.
Raghuram Varkala is asking, how does Krishna answer our questions or prayers? Will he listen to us?
Yeah, Krishna is like Paramatma in your heart. So if you sincerely pray to Krishna, he will listen, he will answer, he will guide you. But we don't take his guidance, right? It's, for example, you want to go from your house to a railway station. So you take the rickshaw and you tell the rickshawala, okay, take me to the railway station. The rickshawala tells you that, okay, sir, this way is today, don't take this way because a lot of traffic is there. We will take from that way. But you say, oh no, this way is shortcut, that way is long. So mera meter zyada aayega wahan se, I want to go this way only. So then rickshawala can tell you, like Paramatma tells you, okay, which way to take, which way not to take. But then you have independence. Because Krishna is supremely independent, so you also have minute independence. So then what you choose, okay, I'll take this way only. But then what you get so much traffic, so much time waste, everything. You don't listen to the auto rickshaw who told you, let's go that way. Which, so like Paramatma tells us many times what to do. But because we don't listen, because we don't have the knowledge, our intelligence is not guided, it's not guiding our mind. Our mind is guiding the intelligence, the intelligence weak. Our intelligence has to be fed with knowledge, with divya knowledge, transcendental knowledge of the Shastra. When we feed the intelligence with the knowledge of the Shastra, then we start seeing everything with Shastra Chakshu, with the eyes of Shastra. And then, Paramatma also guides us what to do, what not to do. But, we normally we let our mind becomes, powerful on our intelligence, and our mind guides the intelligence, and the senses follow the mind, and then we end up doing things which are against the wishes of Paramatma, and end up getting bad karmas or, getting in some problem or the other. Like I gave you the example of the auto rickshaw, this way. Yeah. So what is the
Shreya
time?
Kanoji is asking,
Yeah, 2, 3
we
more questions we
have
can take. Yeah.
5-7 minutes more.
Yeah. So two,
So
three
Shreya
questions.
Kanoji is asking how to understand Krishna.
How to understand Krishna? By chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. You can understand Krishna because there is no difference between Nam and Nami. There is no difference between Krishna and his holy names. So if you want to understand Krishna, you have to chant his holy name. Golokare Priyamadhana Harinama Sankirtan. This Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is come from the spiritual planet, from the spiritual Golok Vrindavan. It is non-different from Krishna. There is no difference between Nam and Nami. So whatever is there in Krishna is there in the holy name. It is right now like a seed. The seed is, you can't see anything in the seed, right? But as you put water, khad, everything properly, then the seed, it becomes into a, small plant, big plant, then a tree, then you can see everything, fruits, everything are there. Similarly, this holy name is like a seed, we have to water it by chanting, Harinam, Hare Krishna, Hare Bhakti is like a seed, So chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We chant more and more and more. Then this Bhakti seed will develop, and will become so big that it will pierce the material planet, material world. It will pierce the viraj, which go to spiritual world, take shelter of Krishna. So then, we'll connect with Krishna like this, and then we'll understand Krishna. So chanting is the most potent way in Kali Yuga to understand Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Very
Yeah.
interesting question. Harinsha is asking, what is Vaishnava Aparadha and how to prevent it?
Vaishnava Aprad, disobeying the orders of the spiritual master, or, there are many kinds of Vaishnava Aprad, many kinds of Vaishnava Aprad is there, when we don't follow the orders of the spiritual master, that is a Vaishnava Aprad, when we, uh, uh, what do you say, negative consciousness,
Blaspheming the devotees.
negatively we see the devotees, try to see negative qualities in the devotee. That is a Vaishnava Aparad. We should always see positive things in devotees, positive. Even if the devotee is acting, some improper way, we should not, see the negative thing in that devotee because we'll commit the Vaishnava Aparad that way. Even like, sometimes there's a story, one very powerful, sannyasi was having, you know, divya drishti of Radha Krishna pastimes. He could see, So while, seeing Krishna pastime, there was some uh, joke happened in that pastime. And he laughed. He laughed at that joke. But there was a Vaishnava going on, from there. So the Vaishnava thought that the devotee has laughed on him. But the devotee is laughing on the joke. But the Vaishnava thought that the devotee is laughing on him, because, like the Vaishnava was not able to walk properly. He had a defect in his leg. So he thought, because I am a lame person, this person is laughing, seeing at me and laughing. So he felt very bad. So because of that, the Vaishnava feeling, even unknowingly, that person, he laughed, the Vaishnava felt bad. He lost the vision of Radha Krishna's pastime. So then he went to his guru and he said, I don't know what I have done, I am not able to get Radha Krishna vision now anymore. I don't know what aparad I did. So then, the guru says, actually you did this aparad to the Vaishnava. So, you go and beg forgiveness. So then he went to the Vaishnava and he begged forgiveness. And then the Vaishnava relieved him, from the aparad. Then again he started getting the vision. So any Vaishnava aparad will destroy the Bhakti Rata, Harinam अपराधे तारे हरिनाम वैष्णव स्थाने अपराधे नाई परित्राण हरिश नाम अपराधे तारे हरिनाम harinam you do aparad, you chant more, you can get rid of that aparad, but Vaishnava sthane aparade nai paritran, there is no way to get rid of Vaishnava aparad. The only thing is you have to beg forgiveness and chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 24 hours. That is the only way to, maybe then Krishna may, give relief you of the Vaishnava aparad. Otherwise, it's very, very dangerous. Mad elephant aparad, Vaishnava aparad. It will destroy your bhakti, everything. So we have to be very careful. But yeah. next we can take one more. Yeah.
Yeah, last question. Rajshri Vajpayee is asking, are Krishna and Vishnu the same? Can I chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya or Om Namo Narayanaya Namaha and reach God?
You can chant and you can chant all any names of Krishna. They all, but the recommended Hare Ram is Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in the Kali Yuga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is the recommended mantra for the age of Kali Yuga. Kali Upanishad, Kali Santana Upanishad, it is given this mantra. So this mantra is the most potent mantra to realize Krishna. So other mantra you can chant any mantra. There's no problem in that. But Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is a recommended mantra. That's why we tell everyone to chant this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. It's like that right now COVID is going on, Corona. So there are many viruses, a vaccine, medicine. There are many medicine, but nothing was working. Right. That's why the whole world is after the vaccine. Bringing out the new vaccine that can work. So this COVID is like a special virus, right? All the other viruses, vaccine is not working, medicine is not working. Similarly, this Kali Yuga is a very degraded Kali Yuga. It's full of faults. There's no good quality. The only good quality is the holy name of the Lord. So that's why we tell everyone, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is coming from directly the spiritual world. Lord Chaitanya has given this Maha Mantra. He is none other than Radha and Krishna combined. So he is giving us this mantra. So what other mantra who will not chant the gift given by Radha and Krishna to us, That's why we tell everyone to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Ram Ram
Okay,
Ram
then
Hare Hare.
we'll end this now. Hope everyone has liked it.
Yeah, we'll also again try to take some more Q&A next time again in the live, or also we are having some different plans on Instagram. So
So, if all those people, they can just DM us. You can, join on Bhagavad Gita course also every Saturdays, 6 to 7. Very nice course. Verse by verse we are teaching. So, and it's no cost, free of cost. So, every one of you should, join the course. DM ISKCON Inc. on Instagram, and we'll send you the link to join it. Yeah. You want to add something, Abu?
yeah, that's it, bro. So I would suggest, like, after this Q&A session, you can post this video on IGTV so that later they can watch it if anyone wants to.
How to do that? I don't know. Let's see. Okay.